Howdy folks, thanks for tuning in to this episode of Jameson Run. We have started the layout on the kid playhouse. So today we're going to start it. It's like 45 degrees outside. I don't know if you can see it in the back corner. It's rainy on and off. It's really not that cold, but it just feels cold since the last couple of days were really nice. So we're doing an inside garage project. We're going to get this started. So I appreciate you tuning in for this one. I think we have everything we need except for the batten boards. We have the boards, just not the battens. But we'll mill those out here in the next day or two whenever we get some time, once we get things set up. They're kind of a final touch anyway. So we got some work ahead of us that way. But right now, got a couple of 4x4s, true 4x4s laid out here, just getting an idea. I'm going to take these guys. These are off of an old deck that we salvaged. And I'm just going to put them on the bottom, basically creating a pallet. I'm going to put a couple braces in between. That way when we pick it up with the tractor forks, it doesn't twist or turn. And we can kind of just enhance the longevity of it. Plus, these will help keep our regular wood or non-treated lumber up out of the dirt a little bit. So yeah, we should be good. Just a little bit, again, longevity. And these were just sitting in a pile back by the burn pile. Anyway, you're not supposed to burn womanized lumber, so we just reuse it. But here we go. As a side note, today's episode of Jameson Run is fueled by the Devil's Candy. And I know most people think that's cocaine, but Milwaukee. Pretty sure it's Milwaukee. This is literally a brand new gun. I got it for Christmas from my family. So I'm excited to use it. Perfect project to get it opened up with here. So we're going to nail these things down. I've never used it before. We'll see how it goes. Alright, so we got our base down. Like I said, we put the womanized pieces on the bottom, then our 4x4s I lifted up off the ground a little bit. And you might be wondering what this big pile of garbage is here. Well, I have guys that come and drop fill off at my house, as you know, because we're filling in the lower side of our property. Kind of, whoops, dropped my glove. A little swampy. Had a guy come and goes, oh yeah, hey, I'll dump this stuff off. And I also come back and grab this garbage because it was in the bottom of his thing. Bottom of his trailer. He goes, I'll stop back and grab it. I got to take a dump run after this job, so I'll snag it. Well, not everybody's as good to their word as they say they are. He never came back. So we are going to use it as a vapor barrier for the floor of this, and then on the outside once we go to put our board and batten up, because why not? Why not keep the rain off you? So yeah, we're going to try to recycle that instead of paying to get rid of it or stuffing it in the garbage can. We're going to actually put it to some use. Hey folks, so we've been working on this project for a day or two, and my son has been helping me a lot actually, and it's been his new favorite thing to do, which is super cool. So we haven't been filming quite as much, and I know my job is to make some videos, but sometimes we get carried away with just enjoying the moment. So currently we have our house framed up here, the walls, we got the base, and then we have our roof as well, and it's got a crazy pitch to it. I don't even know what it is. I know the angle cuts on the top are about 24 degrees, so it's pretty steep. It's pretty steep. I'd have to measure, and I just kind of did did what I needed to do to make it all work. But we actually came out pretty good. Bird's mouths are looking pretty tight, looking pretty clean. So definitely learning. This is beech, so that's American beech. This is a white pine. This is ambrosia maple. So we got a little bit of everything going on this. And honestly, that's just because that's what we have access to. I have different logs laying around the backyard. That's what I have access to, so that's what we're using. So nothing wrong with a nice hardwood. Although it does crack a little bit more than pine. So that's kind of neither here nor there. You just got to know that and know how to work with it. So, anyway, this is what we got so far. We're going to continue working on this. Currently, I'm working on the blocking back here, but I also just cut my hand. So, I got to go take care of that here. Pretty nice. It's a little deep. Kind of cut it like with the skin, like as if I was shaving my skin off. It's bleeding like crazy. So, yeah. That happens, but we'll try to get some more footage of this and the whole project here, because it's going to be quite a task. Whenever my son, I asked him, I said, how tall should we make the roof? He said, we should make it 6 foot. And I said, so we started doing it, and then we ended up making it 5 foot. We cut it down a foot, just because I could reach this standing here on the ground. 6 foot I couldn't, so I'd have to do everything off of a ladder, and I don't know if that extra foot's worth it. Especially since it's so tall and pointy right here, there's really not usable space. So we made it 5 foot. But, so we're going to continue the blocking here this evening. We got to do some blocking over there for our board and batten. And, I guess you kind of call them purlins per se, maybe. But, that's where we're at right now. So we're going to keep on keeping on. Okay, so we went around and we put in all the blocking. We have this spaced out because we have some clear roofing over here. We decided to go ahead and make the roofing clear because we just thought it'd be cool, like in the daylight, and you'd be able to see the stars if you're camping out at night, or if you're in there in a rainstorm. Just be kind of neat to be able to see the raindrops hit the top, and while you're hiding out under cover. So we went with the clear roof, but we got all of our blocking in, and now we are working on windows. Now these are pretty dirty. This is plexiglass. And these are old. They were sitting out behind the house. But it's just 3/8 plexiglass that I got from a guy that was actually recycling these. He was getting rid of them. So they definitely need cleaned up. But they will be just fine. We will clean them up. But I was framing up, just making sure we get this framed in. So what we're doing is we have 1.5 inch trim or frame to it. So we're actually going to stick this out this way, 3/4. That way our board and batten comes up. And it actually runs into the bottom of it. And it'll be flush with the board and batten. And then we can go ahead and trim around it on the exterior once we get there. So we got one to do here. We're going to put one in the back. And then we're going to put one in the front over here. And we're leaving the back corners without windows because, and the reason I'm not putting this in the in the center, one, I don't particularly see, like, for a kid's playhouse, redoing the entire framing of it. This was an afterthought. This wasn't in the beginning of the plans. So we're not reframing all this and putting in windows and all that stuff. We're just going to use the holes that we have for the windows. But we're also going to put a ladder back here, and then we're going to put something over in that corner. I think a little sink and a counter so we can, you can play. But so we have space for that too. So we just want to make sure all that's set up. So right now I'm working on framing in 2 more windows because this one came out pretty good actually. Of course that'll look better once it's all trimmed in. It's not perfect, it's rough cut, it's all of those things. So a lot of work. One thing I need and I don't have, I always have needed it, I still haven't bought it, is a dado blade set. Oh my gosh, that'd save me like probably a half hour per window because I have to make 4 cuts down the center to set this frame in. Set the glass in the frame. So 4 cuts here, 4 here, 4 here, 4 here. So 16 cuts total just for that, just so I can set that. But here we go, we're gonna frame in some more. we're not putting a window in there. We're putting a window over here. One in the center.
And over here?
Well, that's going to be wall because it's going to be door beside it. So we're framing up this window here. It took us a while to clean them. The plexiglass is not perfect, but it was free and recycled. It'll let some light through. So this should be perfect. So we're gonna slide this thing together here, Jameson. Now we need the back left. All right, so go ahead, slide this down like that, kiddo. There we go. Then we'll take. Where's the other one? Hey, Jameson, can you hand me that little piece of wood right there? Right there on the floor. See that guy? Can you hand me that? That piece of wood?
This?
Yeah, that.
Oh, okay.
Please.
I can crack it out the door.
Well, we got to bring it down under here, buddy. Thank you, sir.
Wait, let me get out my restaurant.
Could I get a black coffee and a scone?
Okay.
Okay. Oh, the boards are starting to move here. You don't have that? What does your restaurant have?
Blueberries.
Blueberries? Well, why didn't you tell me? Easy on that glass there, sir. I know it looks like I'm hitting it, but I'm hitting the wood. You gotta hit the wood. See the frame on the bottom? All right, kiddo. Now we need to go ahead.
I'm hitting a little bit of plastic too.
Okay, I see that. Yeah. How you liking your Fiskars Pro hammer?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty good stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good deal.
Kind of big.
It is kind of big. Now we need our trim gun, nail gun. We'll trim these in. Oh, we're getting this window set here, buddy. So we need to go ahead.
I'm peeking out at you.
You're peeking out at me?
Yeah.
All right. So we
I'm
need
gonna do the window.
we need to set this at 3/4. Whoop! Almost dropped the hammer on you, kid. Almost dropped the hammer on you.
Yeah, I can get it.
Thanks, pal. You're so nice. I almost hit you with a hammer, and you're like, "Let me grab that for you, man."
Hi, Daddy.
Thank you, sir. Let me put that in my tool belt instead of up on top there. All right, so we got our 3/4 trim board because that's what our board and batten on the exterior is. So this will be flush, and then we will be able to just go ahead and frame it in.
You want me to pinch something?
Pinch something? What are you gonna pinch?
Some of this wood. There we go again.
There we go. All right, so then
I don't know what I'm doing.
well, that's actually like perfectly level. We're gonna just go ahead and boo. What do you think, Shooby Doo?
You poo-poo.
There we go. All right. Over here. Okay.
Inside of it.
You are inside the building.
And I put these little things in my place. I need to use
Let's go ahead and set this up. Hey, you got your hammer on you? Tap this out a little bit. Like that. There we go. And this should be roughly.
I'm using my phone. Anybody there, baby?
Hello? McFly, anybody home?
Hey, Daddy.
Hey,
You
Gemma.
wanna come in? You wanna come in?
I'm working on the outside, kiddo.
Then I'm working I'm working in the inside.
You are working on the inside, huh?
When I was 12.
So, how are the windows coming in? Can you show me the windows?
Yeah.
Walk me around. Point to the windows for me. What did we just frame in?
This?
Good. How is it? It look all right?
No.
No? What's wrong with it?
We need to put it a different way. Like a peg, K, poo,
When your wood project turns into a rap session with a 3-year-old. All right, so we got our windows framed in. They're offset 3/4 inch, which is our board and batten. Not our batten, but our board. We got them 3/4 inch the whole way around. Now this is going to, obviously this is all green lumber. I don't think so, sir. Jameson, hey, please don't do that. You can hit all the wood, don't hit the glass. Okay?
I'm not hitting the glass.
Well, the reason is you don't want to knock this out of square again. So we squared this up, we kind of trued this up so we're able to frame over it. See, you hit that back and now this is overhanging right here. So now I got to tap that back out. We got to fix that. So let's not hit the windows, okay? All right, so we got all that framed in. What's next on our project?
Snack time.
Snack time?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, surfboards. Oh, it's the last surfboard. Oh, no. We'll probably have more somewhere. I like the apples myself.
What happened?
What apples? What do you mean, what apples? Just enough. She fit. Hey, we're good. All right, brother. Now all we have to do is we're gonna make some cuts here. So hold that all the way forward like that.
I can wash some dishes.
Here, pretend to wash some dishes. You guys should go in the house and actually wash the dishes. How about that?
No.
No, get out of there.
Get out of my way.
All right, hold on. You gotta say please there, pal.
What?
You gotta say please.
Please.